Hello everybody, welcome back with the Cranky Films channel. Today we're coming at you more from the Exploring series. Today we're learning about the Global Occult Coalition.
Oh.
Yeah, we gotta learn about this. You guys remember the chair SCP that we did before?
Yes,
I
yes,
think
I
so,
do.
yeah.
Yeah, so the Global Occult Coalition was the one that wood chippered the chair.
Wait,
Uh,
really?
Yeah, so
F those guys.
yeah, so the GOC is the ones that, do stuff. Yeah.
Wow,
Okay.
they always think they're all that.
Yeah, so we had to learn about these guys eventually, and we got recommended this, so I was like, perfect timing to do it. It's only 14
Okay.
minutes.
Yep.
So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it and see what the GOC is all about.
The Global Occult Coalition. One of the most common questions people ask when discussing dangerous SCPs is why doesn't the Foundation just destroy it? In some cases, it certainly seems like a good question.
Just like the chair, yeah.
As it's strange that the Foundation would go to such lengths to contain something so dangerous when they could just kill or destroy it.
I guess you're right.
The
Not a good
answer
idea.
varies depending on the
can't
SCP, such as the Foundation has tried and failed to destroy it, or more broadly, it's just not the Foundation's way to destroy SCPs, as they are focused on securing things.
Yeah.
But what if there was a similar organization that didn't quite follow the same rules, and did want to destroy these dangerous anomalies? This organization would be called the Global Occult Coalition. The GOC is its own part of the SCP universe, and someone could quite easily enjoy the SCP universe without ever reading much about them.
Yeah.
However, there are a number
Yeah,
of
but-
SCPs contained or known to the Foundation that have a link with the GOC, as well as a large number of tales related to them,
Like chair
far
co-
more than I could cover in this video.
Chair code.
The purpose of this video is to just give you a solid understanding of who the GOC are and how they operate, so that you can continue learning more about them on your own.
Yeah, we did need
Okay.
this. We did need this.
The first main event linked to the founding of the GOC occurred in 1882,
Oh,
when
wow.
a group of German occultists managed to capture and destroy an energy entity that was being worshipped as a god by several Semitic tribes thousands of years prior.
Huh.
The destruction of this entity resulted in a psychic backlash in the area, causing feelings of nihilism in certain sensitive individuals, notably philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche, who wrote about God being dead,
Nietzsche.
referring to the entity. This leftover energy was apparently going to be utilized by members of Nazi Germany during World War II
Was it?
to complete an
Wow.
occult ritual known as the
Oh,
Rite
Okay,
of
that's
Solomon.
not a good idea.
that's cool. They tied
Details
it
during
in.
this time
Oh,
were sparse, but the event sparked the Seventh Occult War, although practically nothing is known about the prior six, and afterwards led to the founding of the Global Occult Coalition in order to prevent future similar events. Of course, the SCP Foundation already exists during this time, but they mostly act independently of any governmental body and have very little oversight. The Global Occult
Interesting.
Coalition, on the other hand, grew out of a desire from the United Nations to have their own organization devoted to protecting the world,
I can't
from
put
the paranormal.
Oh.
since no single nation could be trusted with the secretive handling of anomalous objects and creatures. The GOC was formed from the cooperation of 108 different paranormal organizations, including the Bavarian Illuminati, the Knights Templar, and the
Knights
United Church of Satan.
Why?
These
All right.
organizations work with the GOC to cover a broad field of the anomalous and paranormal, and the United Nations fund the organization as long as there is a degree of oversight from them. The GOC's mission statement, then, covers 5 different goals.
Cool art though.
Primarily, their
That's
first
true.
and most important mission is to protect the human race from any threats outside of the norm. Secondly, is to conceal the knowledge of these threats from humanity to avoid panic and
That's
anarchy.
always good.
How do you destroy something
Third,
without
individual
people
humans
there?
will be protected during the course of
Huh?
How do you
What?
destroy something without anyone noticing if it...
Oh, it's
depends
easy.
on-
That's what you guess when you come to the not so good nature of destroying a village, wiping out their memory, and getting rid of all witnesses.
Yeah.
Oh, so we're
yeah,
doing
stuff like
Men
that.
in Black. Okay.
Yeah, so they either destroy, they either silence the people by killing, wiping
Oh,
their
no.
memory, Yeah, that's it. Really, really kill them and wipe their memory, pretty much,
Yeah.
or use other SCP to like distort something.
I don't think they use any. It doesn't look like they use any other SCPs.
Well, there's some that they use. There's some SCPs that the SCP Foundation use to help assist them in their daily duties. So yeah, let's get at it.
GOC operations, unless this mission interferes with the first two. Fourth is the destruction of paranormal threats, as their existence
GG.
goes against the first three missions, and no
What would you do if you saw that
unnecessary
cutie?
risks will be taken
I'd be dead.
to ensure their survival.
Oh, you're right.
Finally, the fifth mission is education, as GOC make every effort to learn more about the paranormal, unless it goes against any of the earlier missions. It's pretty clear from these mission statements how much the GOC differ from the Foundation, but their logic and intent is sound.
Yeah, it is.
The GOC operates through three separate divisions: Physics, Psych, and Ptolemy. The Physics Division handle the actual investigation and capture or elimination of paranormal threats. The Psych Division focuses on diplomacy and observation, and Ptolemy is the Support Division, handling logistics, management, and research into the paranormal. GOC operatives mostly utilize technology and weaponry
Are
that
those
is
zombies?
readily available
yeah.
to militaries and other organizations,
Probably.
so that it wouldn't cause any concern if lost in the field. But they do occasionally use tech that comes from paranormal research to better aid in eliminating anomalous threats. These advanced pieces of technology also include combat and infiltration suits that incorporate bullet-resistant nanofibers, augmented reality systems, cloaking devices, or even
Damn.
full-body exoskeletons.
They
Field agents
advance.
are fully prepared to tackle the various threats they might encounter, and are capable of taking down highly dangerous anomalies, such as those capable of regeneration, shape-shifting, or even bending reality.
Really,
Despite this preparation,
Dude, these guys are kidded.
I know they are, bro.
Yeah.
They're well equipped to handle a lot of these situations.
Yeah, I mean they are going for the elim instead of just the capture, so it makes sense. What?
I mean, these guys. They're not necessarily like bad.
No, they're not. They're doing the things that they think is right.
They think it's right to protect,
yeah,
humanity.
I mean they're
which
backed
is-
by the UN, the United Nations.
Yeah, they are. I mean, it's always a good idea to put humanity first. Just as long as they're not like... I mean, sometimes it seems to me, though, like they're probably not even thinking a lot of them through, like... I mean, obviously the chair wasn't even bad, right?
Yeah.
Like,
They
it
did
wasn't-
my chair bro dirty.
They did it dirty, bro. Like, they weren't even... Like, what is he gonna do? Is he gonna stupid be a chair and just teleport into somebody's body? Like, just,
He's like,
no.
do you need? He's like, you need a seat, bro. I
Yeah,
got
I
you.
mean, yeah. If they only took like a minute of observing it, they would see that all he was doing was trying to offer you a seat.
Yeah, see that's the difference
Yes.
between the Foundation and the Global Occult Coalition. They
Yeah.
just want to eliminate them.
I see.
Yeah.
They might just not want to take precautions. They're taking precautions just in case something.
Well, what
Yeah.
they did is took a normal chair and made it lethal.
They did, yeah.
Yes,
Well, okay, no. It wasn't a normal chair. It was.
Well, they
the-
took a nice chair.
He was nice, yeah, and then it was to their downfall. I mean, really.
Yeah,
Now,
so
now every time that pile of mulch sees him, he's just like, I'm gonna teleport in their lungs.
yeah,
Oh,
so they
That's
just
crazy.
the Foundation, the Global Occult Coalition, they just have two different like ideologies when
Yeah.
it comes to SCPs, because the Foundation is it's kind of they're both right.
They are.
One
They are.
wants to kill, one wants to
Look, and
preserve
some of
and
them, though, I would
prevent.
argue would be great to kill.
Yeah,
Right? Like the cicada god. Like, come on.
but that's gonna be like kind of impossible.
That's
Brandon,
Alright.
he's Cicada God is in a different dimension. You try killing him.
he's not in a different. He is in a different dimension. He is. I totally forgot.
Yeah.
His he was wild though. Actually, just get back to it. I forgot. Yeah.
Yeah, this is. Global Occult Coalition.
However, capturing and eliminating anomalous entities is no easy feat, and GOC operatives are fully aware how likely their deaths are. So far, everything
no.
seems fairly logical. A well-funded,
Hello.
well-trained organization that have spent decades investigating and eliminating paranormal threats.
He's dead.
So why doesn't
yeah.
the SCP Foundation adopt a similar methodology? To answer that, we'll have to look at a few specific examples
wanna
when the
study
GOC
'em.
especially messed things up.
Huh.
Likely the most relevant example is SCP-1609,
Not the
a
chair.
pile of wood splinters,
Yeah.
nails, and scrap
chair.
Yeah, we're just talking about it.
contained by the SCP Foundation. Originally,
Yeah, no.
1609 was a large chair carved in the form of a reclining
Look
woman
at her. She's
that
beautiful.
would detect when anyone in an unknown radius around it needed to sit down and didn't have a comfortable seat
What
nearby.
did the chair do?
The chair would then teleport to them and remain there until someone else needed a seat. This was the extent of its anomalous properties, but the GOC managed to capture it and send it through a wood chipper, as a
Oh,
teleporting
no.
chair could easily risk breaking the mission of secrecy held by the GOC. The destroyed chair killed a number of GOC personnel before suddenly appearing in an unused containment cell owned by the Foundation. SCP-1609 is now much more dangerous, and when
Yep.
reacting to specific stimuli, will become violent, teleporting portions of itself into the lungs
Right.
of those who have
Okay.
entered it.
Okay.
This
So
quickly
so I guess so they did it just so like people wouldn't know about it,
Yeah, it's,
right?
No.
Just so like it would. No. He said they did it because it would spoil the secrecy, right? Because they don't want people to know about the anomalies. And so regardless of how terrible or not or harmless this chair was, they didn't want people knowing about it just so they wouldn't question if there were any other things like it that are potentially dangerous. So to risk it not getting out, they threw it in a wood chipper.
So
Alright.
you see, they could have done this. They could have just had one agent that just really badly needed to see
Yeah,
throughout
yeah.
his whole life and
Right.
just sit there.
they have three
Right.
guys standing up permanently.
But I argue what is like harmful if people know about like a chair that like people probably be like, dude, I want to go visit this chair, bro.
No, it's because
I wanna go-
the fact that they know that these like
I know that's what I
entities
just said,
are,
right?
are alive. They would get paranoid about everything
yeah,
else.
they would.
Yeah, but I also think-
it's still crazy though. You could just straight up tell people this is the only thing like it, okay? And then if it's from the government, a majority of people will believe it. Like, oh, okay, it's just this one chair.
Nah,
Just one chair.
nobody would fucking believe it like that. They damn well that then another person's like, I'll see this, and they're like, oh, then that's gonna like that. It's gonna spread around like a wildfire.
I mean,
True. I mean, I also think that when they're on missions, I think the chair would get in the way. You just shooting a gun or trying to hide.
bro, the chair's
all of a
gonna
sudden-
sit in one spot, bro.
All of a sudden, you're like, damn. I wish I could have a comfortable place to sit.
No.
Bam. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Let's get back to the show.
leads to death, at which point it will teleport back to its containment cell. Things that anger SCP-1609 include wearing clothing similar to the GOC uniform, usage of words or phrases utilized by GOC personnel,
Yeah.
such as threat entity, the sound of a
Right.
running motor, or anything
Really?
overtly hostile to
Yeah.
1609 itself. To counter this, the Foundation believes that 1609 prefers situations where it can be useful to humans, as it once
Yeah.
did as a chair. And so they use the 1609 mass as mulch for a flower bed. Part of the containment procedures mention that anyone who visits the flower bed must remark on the beauty of the flowers and the quality of the mulch.
Uh,
The report for 1609 ends with a document from a Foundation doctor who explains that 1609 is a cautionary tale of the flaws inherent in the GOC's operating procedures. He summarizes how it's a perfect example of why the Foundation contains rather than destroys, and says that when you destroy something, you can't go back on your mistake. He concludes by saying that this is why the Foundation is right, and the GOC are wrong. Of course, it'd be odd for a Foundation employee to say differently. SCP-2002 was a large spacefaring vessel
Oh, we haven't
consisting of
learned
a
about this
spherical
one.
hull and roughly 3,000 small pods attached to it. Analysis of the vessel seemed to show that it belonged to the Foundation, although the current SCP Foundation only had designs under development that were similar to the ship. The vessel had come from an unknown location, and apparently went through some sort of temporal anomaly, but was traveling at a constant 12.5 kilometers per second towards Earth.
Oh,
This information and other basic details were relayed to the GOC through a covert operative working for the SCP Foundation. The GOC were not sure why the Foundation had no containment procedures in place for this SCP, but they decided that if the vessel came within a certain distance of Earth, they were planning to terminate it themselves, to avoid an apocalyptic scenario should it collide with the planet.
right.
Yeah.
As the vessel passed by our moon, a weaponized satellite belonging to the GOC destroyed the vessel, leaving only partial fragments to hit the Earth. These fragments were recovered by the Foundation, who also found a large number of human remains among them. The remainder of the SCP documentation reveals information that the GOC did not possess, as the vessel came from the future, where an SCP caused the global population to become sterile.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. They don't do all their research, man.
They don't.
No.
They don't.
They really killed the homies from the future.
No.
Oh my
But
gosh.
then on the other hand, the Foundation probably should have thought that the Global Occult Coalition would find out, and they should have given the information. Hey, these are humans coming in.
Yeah,
too.
they should. You really would think something like that would be a thing your whole government would know about.
Yeah, they were spreading around town.
Right.
Then again, I
Right?
don't think that went through the Foundation's mind that the
No,
GOC
but
would
you
do
really
that.
should. I mean, right? I mean, anything that goes into space really is known by pretty much majority of the governments. So you,
But I guess
I don't
they're
know.
they're not on the greatest terms though, because the GOC has a spy in the Foundation.
Oh my god,
You know,
yeah.
so they
Yeah.
probably just don't even bother talking to each other at all, most likely, unless like they argue over certain SCPs that get killed or captured. But
I
yeah,
wonder-
that information right there that they're humans, right? That should have been thrown out there
that
to,
should
to
have.
the GOC.
That's wild.
At least, well, I guess now that the Foundation saw it happen, they learned.
Yeah,
from their
but on the
mistake.
other hand, the GOC should have also put in more investigation into it instead of just saying like, "Oh yeah, there's a thing coming from space coming
though,
towards
I
Earth."
mean, you see something coming towards Earth.
You go-
Honestly, in that situation, I think you just gotta. Because, asteroids, right? Like, you just gotta try and destroy it before it could kill loads of people.
Yeah,
you know what
but-
it is.
But they
I'm gonna-
actually
look, I'm just
determined
gonna-
the size.
Look, I'm just gonna go and say that I really don't think this is a GOC's fault on this situation.
It's both,
Yeah.
to be honest. Granted, it
Swear
was
to
just
God.
humans from the future, so
Well, you
Who
can
knows,
warn
maybe they-
you can warn the ones again, right?
Oh wait, maybe it was just civilians or people that just using the Foundation's stuff, and the future is basically dead or zombies. So they went back, but they don't know anything about the GOC, and then they got shut down. They're like, boop.
All right, big guy. Maybe.
anyways, let's get back to the video.
The SCP Foundation decided to send a number of uninfected embryos, along with some Foundation personnel, into outer space, where they would remain in stasis for 135 years before coming back to Earth to repopulate it once the plague was gone.
Right.
Unfortunately, the ship passed through a temporal anomaly, causing it to travel back into the past and approach our current Earth. Ultimately,
Whoops.
this anomaly caused their mission to fail, but this demonstrated that the GOC still operated with lethal decisions, without possessing all of the facts.
Yeah.
SCP-1522 is perhaps another case of the GOC being unnecessarily cruel in their operations.
What'd they do?
1522 were 2 sentient fishing trawlers, capable of autonomous movement and faster than normal speeds.
That's hype.
They spent most of their time sending out modified sonar pings to play with whales, and the Foundation continually kept civilians away from them, mostly letting the ships do their own thing.
Okay.
The GOC, however, came in and launched harpoon missiles at one of the
Oh,
ships,
okay.
quickly sinking it.
That's messed up.
The other ship tried to save it, but could not, and seemed to destroy itself afterwards. The Foundation eventually recovered the 2 sunken ships, finding 2 small, partially formed rowing boats in one of them. While it might seem cruel, it likely took a good
Those
deal
are
of
its
effort
babies.
to keep information about these 2 anomalous ships
Yeah.
concealed from the public, and destroying them does fit in with the GOC's mission statement.
Oh my god.
I don't want to be misleading.
Damn. Okay, so we got our 2 fishing boats chilling, having fun, playing with
I know.
whales and dolphins.
I know.
Right in the
Seems
middle of the
very
ocean,
innocent.
where like ships probably won't really find them.
Yeah.
Maybe rarely find them because they're in the middle of the effing ocean. They were chilling. The Foundation knew they were there. They're like, okay, they're just messing with whales and having fun. They're like siblings, in the ocean.
Yeah.
Chilling.
Yeah.
GOC is like, nah, harpooned them.
I gotta cut them off.
And then the 2 rowboat babies come out and it's like, yeah, our parents are dead.
Jesus Christ, that's another way to
Jesus.
see it.
Jeez Louise.
Oh god, I did not see it that way. I was thinking like, the
parents
Phoenix
are
like
dead.
rebirth. Maybe they're born again.
I'll-
But no, you had to say babies.
Yeah, they're tiny boats. They came from them. They're tiny boats, man.
Yeah,
Oh
it
my
did come from-
goodness.
That's
Jesus
messed.
Christ.
Yeah, it's all not. Like, I mean, we gotta finish the video, but they don't really look into everything. They just kill,
Yeah.
Yeah.
pretty much. That's what I'm getting.
Okay, yeah.
All right, let's get it.
With this summary, however, and so I want to make it clear that these SCP articles are all written by Foundation personnel, who are likely to share a
Right.
certain bias against
Ah.
the GOC.
Yeah.
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 Looking at different perspectives, particularly in various tales, you find that the GOC are a bit more nuanced than just the common kill-all anomalies concept. These reports show the GOC are more than willing to negotiate with anomalous entities, or at the very least not destroy them immediately, and also aren't shy about showing the mistakes the Foundation makes. Since the concept of canon is so fluid in the SCP universe, it's understandable that you can't simply pigeonhole an organization like the GOC into a single perspective.
Too
Perhaps
late.
the GOC caused plenty of problems in their pursuit of protecting humanity by destroying the paranormal, such as in the alternate reality of SCP-1730. And perhaps the Foundation caused plenty of problems in their pursuit of containing and researching the paranormal. In closing, I hope that this has provided a good enough basis of understanding for the GOC to
Totally.
continue your own research.
They
While
did.
the SCP Foundation will often paint the GOC
jeez.
as one of the bad guys, they have also been shown to work alongside them if need be,
Yeah.
and there is mostly peace between the 2 organizations.
Yeah, so they
In
should
the
talk
end,
to each other.
If nothing else, it seems clear that the GOC exist for humanity's protection, whether we agree with their methods or not.
Okay. Wait, is that it?
Okay.
Oh, right
well,
here. Okay. What? Rating time.
Whether you're a physics division recruit, part of one of our 108 member organizations, an outsider, or simply a concerned civilian, you're here because you've been touched by the ongoing struggle of humanity to survive and thrive in a world where the supernatural is very real. You are here to help our species in its endless war against the dark. To you, I say, welcome. To those of you who would do harm to humanity, I say, the Global Occult Coalition stands ready to defend humanity against all foes, whether it likes it or not.
Okay, put your hands up. I got you.
Okay, well.
Okay, that was the whole thing. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm fine with them.
Yeah, that's the whole. We know what we gotta do. We gotta
Look,
get some
they-
stories from the Global Occult Coalition side
Yeah?
because
yeah.
we've been getting stuff from the Foundation
Look,
side.
It's just the fact is, going back to like the people who were in the pod coming from the future. Okay, they even just said at the end that they are willing to work with the Foundation. You guys are willing to be allies at moments. If something big is you're about to do something big, you need to let them know. I don't care. Like, no, you really need to, as well as they should let them know. All right?
Yeah.
It's just how Democrats let Republicans know. We're doing this. We are all together under one government. We're in the same country. We need to work together, especially things as big as these that can affect the whole world. Anomalies can affect the whole world. We need to let each other know what's going on, what we plan to do. Okay, so yeah, no, they're not supposed to withhold things from each other.
Granted, they're probably
they're
getting
willing
inside
to
each
work
other's
together.
faces, though.
Oh, okay, so let's avoid it. Let's avoid talking about it. Who effing cares? You have to do what you have to do. Oh,
They don't
who
get a
cares
pass.
if one person's going to get in the other's face? You have
don't-
to say something.
Yeah, but they don't get a pass for the fishing boats. That was just cruel.
Well, it's
That
cruel,
was cruel,
but it's
but,
underneath
like-
their code that they will do it.
Yeah, they.
You know, both are right, but also both are.
These fishing boats are having fun? No,
Yeah.
I
can't
know
have that.
the boats was a sad case, but with the case of the coming back in the future, I'm sorry, but like, I see something hurtling towards Earth. People are gonna freak out. Eventually, everybody's gonna be able to see it, not just the people with the big telescopes. Okay.
I have a big telescope in my backyard.
Right,
I saw them
right.
coming. I was saying my
Right,
prayers
so
already.
You take it down and then you ask questions later, because it could kill people. Theoretically.
Take it down. Oh wait, it was
Theoretically,
people. Oh my
it could kill
bad.
people.
Well, anyways, at least that thing had no impact on us at all. What if
On us? Yeah, totally.
What if it landed? It had no impact on us, and what if we got destroyed? It had no impact at all because it was from the effing future, and we didn't need the cloned humans to repopulate anyways. So
Yeah.
that right there, if they destroyed, it didn't matter. If it landed, it probably didn't matter either because they'll probably be contained inside a jail cell.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, this really does brighten up the insight of the global occult coalition, the GOC. They did get brought up a couple times during our past reactions to different SCPs.
Yeah.
You know, like especially Chair, the one that we were talking about earlier, midway
Chair.
video.
Yeah.
If you want to
He's
see the
that
reaction
boy.
to that, it'll be in the description below. So yeah, this really helped broaden the perspective of the SCP universe, and I want to see a video about the GOC's perspective on it instead of the Foundation's, because we get everything from the
that'd be
Foundation's
good.
perspectives. So that'd be very
Yeah,
interesting.
totally.
To have.
More videos, yeah, on that.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
'Cause
Just
I'll-
to be clear, I am on the side of the SCP Foundation, on the normal. I'm just saying, we can't hate.
No, I mean, hate's
can
a
hate.
natural thing. Hate's a
I
natural
meant
thing.
like we can't just jump to the fact that they're evil.
Yeah, I'm just neutral on both of them. They both make sense, to be honest. You know, you gotta kill what
They
you
do,
gotta
they
kill. You gotta preserve what you gotta preserve. But on the end of the damn day, they should really be working together like most of the time with information wise.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Like at least give out the information.
Yeah.
You know, don't withhold with information. Even though you want they probably want to do it their way, so they don't want to get the other guys involved because then they will start messing up their plans.
Okay, and then something happens, and then humanity gets armed anyways.
I'm pretty sure it will if it was a world level threat, like they would work in the past to deal with
Totally.
world level threats. But if like on some random stuff that's not world level threats, like Chair, GOC just did it because it wasn't a threat at all. They just like,
For
okay, I'm just
real.
gonna do it.
Yeah.
So it's mostly due to threat level probably when they comes to working together. If it's like safe-ish, they would just do their own thing and F the other like group, you know.
Yeah.
So it makes sense. I don't hate either one. They both do what you gotta do. Much respect. A lot of people die. Humans die. So yeah.
Yeah.
And if you guys like the video, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. If you have any recommendations, feel free to leave it down in the comment section below. We appreciate every single one. I put them down the list so we could get to them eventually. We have a lot to do and catch up on. So we've been the Cranky Films channel. And remember, stay cranky.